Oh, we're going to continue on this whole, can we say his name? Derrick Jaxn situation. Yesterday, I did a video reacting to the whole story because I was new to the story, and you guys had messaged me and tagged me to watch and see what was going on and then share my thoughts. So I did that yesterday. While I was doing that yesterday, you guys let me know that his wife, Da'Naia, had done a video. And I was like, oh, she did? Like, all the videos I've been watching with Derrick, his wife was there with him. But then a couple of you guys let me know that she's done a video on her own. So I told you guys to tag me in it. Some of you tagged me. You know, from what I saw in this, what I've seen off the get-go, it's made me want to watch it fully, but watch it with you guys. And I want to talk about healing. I want to talk about healing after an affair. So I'm going to go ahead and share my video, right? So that we can watch this all together. So for those of you that haven't watched it, we're all going to watch it now. And we can talk about it. Okay, we can all talk about it together. Now, let me put this out here. I am not here to pull this woman apart. So anybody that's here that wants to be disrespectful, call her names, you're getting kicked out. All right, I'm going to just block you straight away. So obviously, share your views, share your opinions. Let's talk about this. But I don't want anybody being disrespectful to a woman that's obviously going through a lot. I was that woman. So let's keep it nice and clean and friendly. I'm going to go ahead and prepare to get the first video that I want to watch with you in here. So let me just make sure I can share my screen with you. This is kind of like the first time I'm doing this. So hopefully it all works. Okay. Hopefully that's all right. Yeah, that's the one that I want first.
Hey world, this is Da'Naia Jaxn here, here to answer a question. I keep on getting this question. Why now? Did Derrick beat you and drag you to save him? Well, first let me say that only Jesus Christ can save Derrick. Okay? Only Jesus can save him. He has already done that. And now Derrick is laying in the bed that he made with the actions that he took. And the only person that saved him from that and can save him from it is Jesus Christ. I can't do anything, say anything to do that. His actions were his actions, and unfortunately other people decided that they wanted to take whatever they wanted to do and run with that. But no weapons formed against us shall prosper on that piece. Why am I speaking now? I've come to confront the issue that says you cannot be healed, that it takes this amount of time for you to be healed, that you have to be depressed, have anxiety, hide your face, you once a cheater, always a cheater, you are this and we are this and we are that. You can never overcome this situation. There's always someone better. Well, those are lies from the pit of hell. Well, it's because what we don't understand is that there is a spiritual war going on. So though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Let me just stop there a minute. So I hear her. So what she's saying is that she's coming out and doing this video because she wants to address everybody that's saying to her that, you know, you can never get your same things I heard. You'll never get the trust back. Once a cheat's always a cheat. Your marriage is gone. Forget it. All the people, I guess, that are, you know, saying to her she's wrong to stay in this marriage, that this will never work again. She's looking to address everybody. And I hear her on that. I'm not hating her on that at all. And actually, it's a message that I put out there that the whole once a cheat, always a cheat isn't the truth. Not for everybody, right? So, okay, let's continue.
So when we understand it and we understand the things that are behind the action and the behavior, then we know that, hey, there is a spiritual battle that is going on, and I've come to confront and to reveal the plot and the scheme of the enemy that says you cannot have this, you cannot be healed, you cannot be set free, you have to stay in bondage, you have to leave, you have to divorce X, Y, Z, and the third because of this thing. Well, you do not have to do those things. Just because something is dead does not mean it cannot be resurrected by the blood of Jesus Christ, by the resurrection power of Jesus Christ. And that is what he did in our situation. So I've come to testify. I've come to be a witness to you. I've come to set you free.
Again, I hear what she's saying. Absolutely, there's nothing impossible. You guys know that I'm a Christian. I don't bash it in people's heads all the time because I want to make sure that my platform is open to all people. But I know that things can absolutely radically transform in your marriage. My thing is, I think it's a bit too soon for you to be coming to be a witness, because 6 months in, I thought I was fine. And then suddenly I had a panic attack, right? Because what we tend to do is really rush. Like, we just need to be better. Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. And then you haven't really dealt with it. So I'm a little bit like, absolutely, I hear you, but you now probably isn't the time to do the testimonial bit, But like she's saying, everybody heals. I said this yesterday. Everybody heals in different speeds. According to my knowledge and my study and expertise, there's 7 stages to healing, and you need to go through them all to be at the place where you're able to really talk about it fully and be fine and not have the emotional connection. So, I'm hoping that he is doing the work, and that's what I'm waiting to hear. I want to hear her say he is doing the work. It's all right, Holy Ghost and all that, but if he's not prepared, if he's not doing anything, like if he's back in his car doing videos and all that, and then it might be a little bit premature. Let's continue.
I've come to share the pain and to testify. I know the pain that comes from certain aspects of this type of situation, but that does not define who you are. You don't have to stay in bondage to that. You don't have to stay with bitter roots that says, forget this person, forget marriage, forget all of these things, because those are roots of bitterness and anger.
On that point, I'm going to disagree, because you can forgive and decide that you're not going to stay, right? And so that's the misconception. People feel like if you decide that you don't want bitterness, you don't want the anger, you're going to forgive, then you have to stay in the marriage. That's not the case. And actually, making a decision to not stay is not evidence that you're in bondage or you're bitter. If you have forgiven, then you are set free. Then the next decision is, what are you going to do? Do you want to work for the marriage or you don't? So the two are not mutually exclusive. It's not right. If I've forgiven you, then I have to stay. No, it's I forgive you regardless. Whether I'm leaving, I forgive you. If I'm staying, I forgive you. I forgive you for me. Then there's another decision about, right, what do I want to do? Do I want to fight for this? Or do I not? And that's separate. So I don't feel like the people that have said, actually, I forgive you, but I don't want to stay in this, so I'm setting up this boundary, that, that's the work of the devil and they need deliverance. I don't agree with that, sis. Not that bit. Let's continue.
I've come to be a witness, as my Lord and Savior has commanded me to be. Second to that, I never had a desire to come and speak to the public in this capacity, and being attached to someone who is a great public figure, a great orator, who presents himself well, can be a lot to deal with, especially with coming to the world who says you have to look a certain way, you have to sit up proper a certain way, you have to articulate yourself a certain way, you have to wear your hair a certain way, you have to do all of these things, which I'm not. I don't meet up to that. I don't care about these things that says, oh, I have to do all these things. I have to wear a certain thing. I have to have the right lighting and all these things. That is not my ministry. Okay. I'm
She says she is not in ministry of looking good for you. If I want to wear a bonnet and say that I'm out here and I'm healing and I'm fine, then that is what I am going to do. Looking good for you is not her ministry. I hear on that. I'm not even going to hate on her for that. I hear her on that. But my argument yesterday is that, you know, you are in, whether you like it or not, you're married to somebody that's in the public eye, and all these things, optics, perception, again, it's not even in our hands. They do matter. So the moment that you step out, people are going to be reading everything, your body language, what you're actually saying, what you're wearing, like the whole thing. And if you want to send off a message that says, and if your message is, you're here to testify, if your message is, I am healed, then you cannot just want to look like you are. Again, like I actually want more people to come out and say, hey, we went through this, look at us and we're great. Like there is, because we only ever hear of the marriages that went through infidelity and they didn't work. Like I would love to hear more people stand up like she is saying, we went through infidelity and it is working. But you've got to make sure that you put in that message across well, you know, and at the right time. I think timing is everything, you know. I don't know. I'm going to read some of you guys' comments in a little while. What do you guys think?
going to be who the Lord has told me to be. He told me I am his daughter, I am his warrior. He told me, Da'Naia Jaxn, arise and testify and speak and spread the word
Right.
of the gospel and spread the good news that I heal, I deliver, I set free, I resurrect from the dead. He can resurrect your finances, he can resurrect your marriage, he can resurrect you, he can resurrect every aspect of your life because we can do nothing without him. And when we learn that, then we are able to move freely and have the peace that we deserve. So when the enemy comes to steal,
Kill and destroy
your marriage, you, your family, you can disarm him with the blood of the Lamb and the word of your testimony. You can disarm him with not allowing him and exposing the plot and the scheme of the enemy that says you cannot recover.
What she's talking against is something that I speak against a lot, and it's standing against the shame, right? It's standing against the shame, which again, you know, I am all for that. Like I wish people didn't let shame cause them to hide, let shame cause them to be downtrodden. You know, I really do believe in standing against shame, right? And so that's what she's talking about there. So I'm with her on that. Let's go. There's another video that she did. I mean, there's a few more minutes left on this one. But I think I get the gist of this video. So this was the first one that she did. And then she went ahead and did another one and she changed her attire. Now, like I said, if anybody's on here to actually disrespect her or say anything rude against her, I will block you because that's not what this is about at all. I do want us to have a conversation about healing. Also, when I put out the post before, a couple of people suggested that I reach out to her, which I actually thought was a really, really good idea. It hadn't actually occurred to me until then. So I did message her. Not that I'm anybody. My message has probably just gone to that, you know, that part of Messenger that says message request that nobody looks out at. You know, maybe they look at it once a year. So she may not respond, even if she does see it. But I do feel like I'm telling you that from my professional point of view, I'm not sure that she should be out here doing these videos right now. I would be saying to her, let's not, you've done the public thing with your husband. That's enough, right? Just stay at home or stay in your life. I don't mean stay at home. Stay in your life. Do things that make you feel great. Do things that light you up. You know, stay and pray, work together, get coaching, continue coaching, make sure he's getting coaching. You want to do couples coaching and he wants to be doing, coaching on his own. Make sure you guys have got accountability set up and just spend this year pouring back into your marriage. Because here's the thing, you can't go and just repair the old marriage, right? That old marriage is dead. Once infidelity comes on and it kills the old marriage, now you've got to actively and intently build and create this new marriage. So now isn't quite the time to come on and talk about testifying yet, because you haven't not quite done the work. And that's me, I don't have all the details. It's only what we're seeing here on social media. So it may be completely out of turn for me to say. But as a marriage and relationship expert, just from what I'm seeing, that's the sort of advice I'd be giving her, woman to woman, right? Let's go ahead and watch the other. Let's go ahead and watch the other video. Now, I will say this one did concern me a bit more, right? The fact that she went and did another video, first of all, I was like, oh, okay, but why? And then, I don't know, the things she was saying, and let me come off there. The things she was saying, and I don't know, it just started to concern me. So before I do that, let me read some of you guys' comments here. Hi, Layla, how you doing? Hey, Lydia. Marital shame can be a death sentence. Yep. She says, I don't see how Derrick is taking accountability for his actions. Well, we don't know. We read, and here's the thing, it's very presumptuous for even me to come on here and do a reaction video and talk about really what we don't know the intricacies. But I am sort of hoping that I hear from her that he is doing something, right? Atara says she needs to stop blaming the enemy and accountability needs to be taken greatly. See, here's the mistake that I see Christians make. We do that whole enemy stuff a lot. And let me tell you, a lot of the times the enemy's there like, yo, I had nothing to do with this, right? Like, this was the choices you guys made, right? And then here's the other thing that might shock some of you guys, but I'm telling you, as a Christian, but also as a professional, if all she is saying is, we're just praying, we're just praying, we're just praying, that is not going to deal with this issue. It's going to give wisdom. It's going to give some healing. But in terms of actually rebuilding and creating a strong marriage, that takes practical action using the principles and laws of a relationship. So I hope that they are getting some form of counseling and help, and that it's good counseling and help, right? Anyone that's going through this, man or woman, if there's anything that I do agree with her, it is that infidelity, affairs do not have to be the end of your marriage. If you decide that you want to make it work, that you want to fight for your marriage, that you want to create the marriage that you've always desired, you can make that decision and you can make that happen. I am working with clients that are actually doing that right now. Okay. There's I can't even go through all the couples and all the messages that I get of their, the fact that they were so glad that they chose to fight. So I stand with my sister Da'Naia in that, right? And I am not against her making the choice to work for her marriage. Of course, I'm not going to be against her doing it. I'm an advocate for that. Okay. So if you need help with that, book a call with me, press the button up above and book a call with me. And let's talk about, even if it's not infidelity, you're just not happy with your marriage. Let's talk about that and get you to the place where you're having marriages that you desire and that you love and that are thriving and exciting and full of joy, not all this pain all the time and crying. Some of you feel like she does now and look like she does now. And it's not even about infidelity. It's been in a marriage where you're just not feeling loved and you're not feeling prioritized and valued. And it's just not what you thought it would be. So absolutely book a call with me. And if you're a lady as well and you don't know about my wives coaching program, Become Your Husband's Passion, message me and let me send you the details for that. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is the last. Listen, you know, I did the video about it yesterday, about Derrick, and then, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. And I was like, right, forgetting about that now. Let's move on with life. You know, saw this video that she did because you guys told me that she'd done a video. I was like, okay, she's done one video. Then to get tagged into another one, I'm like, why are they dragging this on? Right? So leave it alone. We've addressed it now. I think she should just go and chill and just go and heal for herself as a woman, do the work with the family, ensure that he is getting great coaching, ensure that they're getting great coaching together as well. And forget about the brand for a moment. Surely they've got enough money that they can take a break for a little while. All right. I'll see you guys later. If anybody's on here, you're not already following me, make sure you do if you want amazing tips on how you can have an awesome, thriving marriage. Hit the like button. And also, if you're not following me on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and do that. Have an amazing day. I'll see you guys soon.